Today is Wednesday, August 7th, 2013, and Infowars.com reports Toddler dies in CPS captivity after being taken from marijuana-smoking parents. Seriously? The Texas Division of Child Protective Services may be ultimately to blame for a child's death this past week after the child was taken from her parents because they smoked pot and put in foster care with the woman that would eventually end up killing her. So apparently one evening this past November, Joshua Hill, who was the father of 2-year-old Alexandria Hill, and his wife were recreationally and simply smoking marijuana after putting their child to bed. Now, one of their neighbors, who ended up being a cop, actually smelled this evil scent permeating throughout the neighborhood and decided to report it to the local police department. Because, well, marijuana is inherently dangerous and has caused a total of 0 casualties since its inception. Now, little Alex's father responded to this cop neighbor trying to frame him by, in essence, saying, "We never hurt our daughter. She was never sick, she was never in the hospital, and she never had any issues until she went into state care." Maybe if the state stopped condemning the use of cannabis for sake of abetting Big Pharma's monopolization over prescription drugs, families like the Hills wouldn't be split up and killed. Now, the irony of this entire story, albeit be tragic, is that the two parents alleged of quote-unquote neglectful supervision are separated from their biological daughter, yet the state-appointed foster mother induced quote blunt force trauma to her head. This should be a red flag warning to all parents that the state's power has risen to the point that it can arbitrarily snatch children for petty, non-violent crimes and wash its hands clean of liability if that child dies while in quote-unquote protective custody. So who's the real threat here? Two parents peacefully lighting natural leaves on fire and inhaling their evil fumes, or a fraudulent foster mother convicted of the murder of a 2-year-old? Ladies and gentlemen, you decide. But don't let this article place the blinders on. Children in our own communities are murdered daily, not to mention those killed by drones in foreign territory. Keep perspective, folks. This has been Andrew Demeter reporting on behalf of Press for Truth, signing off.